The Calgary Flames do seem to be pretty heavily in the trade market. We're going to be discussing some interesting trade rumors and some trade rumors that we talked about before. But before we get to that, guys, welcome back to Pixel Plus Hockey. If you can make sure to hit that subscribe button, it would be so greatly appreciated. And thank you for all of your support. Now, the last Rasmus Andersson video that I made, I alluded to the fact that it might be Conroy that was blocking the trade. Now, the reason that I said that was because Drager's quote, Darren Drager, he alluded to the fact that Conroy was, quote, being patient. And when I saw that, I was like, well, hold on. Does that mean that he's being patient in terms of not getting that trade? Because apparently the LA Kings are offering an unbelievable amount for Andersson. I was like, why doesn't he just take it? Like, why is he being patient? Now, we do know that he is the one actually blocking the trade, and he will only sign with Vegas. It's very, very interesting. Here we have a very interesting quote. Reports have come out recently that the LA Kings and Ottawa Senators showed interest in Andersson, with the Kings reportedly putting together a very big offer. That deal never came to fruition. However, as the Flames blue liner wasn't willing to agree to an extension with the Kings. While Andersson is well within his rights to do what he's doing, it could result in the Flames getting far worse return for him than everybody originally envisioned. Now again, I want to be clear that he earned the right. He doesn't have to sign anywhere. That's completely fair. I will just say, though, that I am certainly really surprised by that. Like, LA is a really nice place to play, and I think that we are creating a really big no-income state tax issue here, where it's like every player wants to go to Vegas and Florida, and it's becoming a pretty big issue that I think that the management of the league is going to have to step in at some point, but that remains to be seen. Honestly, this sucks for Flames fans. I was really hoping that they would get quite a bit for Rasmus Andersson. I really wanted to see that team rebuild quite quickly. Like, Calgary's a pretty good place to play. They have pretty rabid fans. Like, it really just is unfortunate that they might not get a lot for Andersson, who is a 24-minute a night defenseman. It's just really unfortunate to hear. Now, when it comes to Bowen Byram and the Calgary Flames, now Bowen Byram can no longer get an offer sheet because they elected for salary arbitration, which is always a really sucky thing to go through for the team and the player, but that's what they've gone ahead and done, and it's like, okay, whatever. Now, apparently the Calgary Flames are still pretty interested in Bowen Byram, and I love to see that. I actually like Bowen Byram. Some people think he's overrated. Maybe I am overrating him, but I think he just has a lot of potential, and he still is pretty young. Here we have a very, very interesting quote. Despite the door closing on any potential offer sheets, trade rumors continue to run rampant with Byram, and the Flames are believed to have interest. He lines up from an age perspective with the organization's timeline and has all potential to become a star. It wouldn't come cheap, priced to acquire a young blue liner, but would give the Flames yet another very young, talented piece on the back end. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Bowen Byram is going to become a Quinn Hughes or anything like that, but I would say that I think that he has potential 45 to 50 point potential given, a good offensive line mates. I think that we underrate how much defense can have an effect on your offense, right? Moving the puck the right way, a very good defenseman at that can do wonders for your team. I mean, Aaron Ekblad, I'm not saying he's the same player as Aaron Ekblad, but Aaron Ekblad is an example of a very good two-way defenseman, and he can skate the puck the right way and add on to your offense. Now, I do wonder exactly what the Calgary Flames would have to give up for him, too. That worries me a little bit. Like, I like Byram, but I wouldn't want them to give up too much. If they did offer sheet them, that would put their first round pick, and that is in the Gavin McKenna draft. So, hell no. I mean, they might even get that player. I mean, can you imagine if they get that player? That would be a game-changing trade for the Flames, and I would love to see it. Let's do the question of the video right now. What do you guys think is a legitimate fair amount to give up for Bowen Byram? Like, don't just say, a bunch of players that nobody wants. Like, you have to actually entice them to make the trade. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on that. Now, the last bit of really interesting Calgary Flames news that we're going to be going over is Connor Zary. He's still not signed. He doesn't currently have a contract. He is an RFA, and we got more rumors today on what his potential contract is going to be. The quote goes, Zary is a responsible 200-foot player, though his offensive game hasn't by any means been dominant. He has also suffered 2 scary knee injuries this past season, which would play a part in why Calgary Flames are looking to sign a short-term deal with the young forward. Sportsnet's Eric Francis writes, expect a bridge deal so the talented youngster can follow up his injury-riddled season. I am actually generally completely fine with this. If you watch my other Calgary Flames videos, I'm actually a pretty big fan of Connor Zary. He's got an excellent defensive acumen. I think that he has a higher offensive ceiling. Now, I don't think that he's going to be like a point-per-game player, but I do completely think it's fair to say a 50-point two-way player. I don't think that's outrageous to say at all. You know, I think that a comparable for him would be somebody that plays on Vancouver in terms of Connor Garland. Relatively similar stature, kind of. You know, Connor Garland's a pretty good two-way player. He can put up 50 points. Like, that is kind of where I gauge Connor Zary's future. I think that's pretty fair. You don't want to put too much on him and too much expectations, but the Flames have done a very good job with their first-round selections, and Connor Zary is a very, very impressive pick. I'm pretty interested to see what he's going to get on a short-term deal, too. Like, what exactly is he going to be able to fetch? But we'll have to see. Anyways, I am going to leave this video here. If you can make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it, guys. And make sure to have a great day. Goodbye, guys.